the hips, inner thighs, and lower abdomen. The tissues warm, the nerves awaken, and the blood vessels widen. This is not a miracle trick, it's physiology responding to stimulation. And the morning response many men desire is simply a reflection of improved circulation and relaxation. But beyond the physical aspects, pelvic health carries an emotional dimension. This region of the body is tied to identity, masculinity, and confidence. When men feel a decline in their morning strength, it can quietly erode the way they see themselves. Many begin withdrawing, doubting, or assuming that this is simply what aging does. But aging does not take vitality, you only lose what you stop nurturing. And the moment a man begins relearning his body, reconnecting to the power center of his masculinity, something awakens inside him, a renewed sense of control, a revived belief in his strength, a realization that his body is not past its prime, it's simply waiting for direction. The pelvic region is not a lost cause after 60. It's a powerhouse waiting to be reactivated. When men give attention to these areas, not only does circulation improve, but their posture strengthens, their confidence rises, their stride changes, and their energy levels shift. The body becomes more responsive, the mornings become more reliable, and the mind becomes more certain of its own potential. Understanding pelvic health is understanding that vitality is not random, it is not luck. It is not youth exclusive. It is the result of connection, awareness, and consistent activation. Men over 60 who embrace this truth quickly discover that their body is capable of far more than they've been led to believe. What feels lost is often just dormant, and what feels finished is often just waiting for the right spark. Your body is not done. Your mornings are not behind you. Pelvic health is your gateway back to strength, confidence, and the kind of vitality that makes every day feel like a new chapter rather than an ending. As men move through their 60s and beyond, something shifts, not just in the body, but in the mind, in the spirit, and in the way they show up in their own lives. Too often, men interpret changes in their morning vitality as a sign that they're losing their power, losing their edge, or losing the parts of themselves that define their younger years. But here is the truth most men never hear. You don't lose vitality with age, you lose it with disconnection. And the moment you reconnect with your body, your energy, and your inner drive, everything begins to rise again. Daily body awareness is the foundation of sustained male confidence, not the loud confidence that comes from ego or achievement, but the quiet, unmistakable confidence that comes from knowing your body still responds to you, listens to you, and rises with you. Too many men drift through their later decades on autopilot, treating their body like a machine that should simply do what it's always done. But the body is not a machine, it's a living system that thrives when you engage with it. Your body responds to attention, it responds to presence, it responds to care. When men begin paying mindful attention to their pelvic region, their breathing, their posture, and their circulation, something remarkable happens. The body activates systems that have been dormant. Muscles that were underused begin firing again. Stress that was stored deep in the hips and lower abdomen begins to dissolve. Hormonal signals begin to flow more freely because the body finally feels safe, supported, and less tense. Stress is one of the biggest enemies of male vitality, especially chronic, silent stress, and men over 60 often carry the heaviest forms of it. They carry responsibility stress, financial stress, family stress. Private stress, the kind they don't speak about because they were taught to handle it or deal with it on their own. That emotional pressure sits heavily in the body, especially in the pelvic region, tightening muscles, narrowing blood flow, and draining morning energy. But when you reconnect through simple daily body awareness, even a few minutes, you send a message back to your nervous system that it can relax. The muscles soften, the breath deepens, the mind clears. And when stress drops, your natural vitality rises. It's not magic, it's biology responding to your intention. Daily body awareness also rebuilds confidence at its core. When you check in with your body through stretching, gentle pressure, deep breathing, or mindful movement, you begin to trust your body again. You begin to realize that you are not powerless to change. You are not at the mercy of age. You are in control of how your body behaves, feels, and responds. Men who practice this awareness often report feeling more grounded, more energized, and more in tune with themselves. They walk differently, with their chest open instead of collapsed. They speak differently, with certainty instead of hesitation. They greet the morning differently, with anticipation instead of worry. And yes, they wake up harder, stronger, and more reliably. Not because of luck, not because of youth, but because their body is finally receiving the circulation, relaxation, and hormonal balance it needs to operate at its best. Body awareness also shifts the way men see themselves. Instead of seeing aging as decline, they begin seeing it as refinement. Instead of viewing their body as unpredictable, they begin recognizing it as responsive. The spark of confidence that returns is not the wildfire of youth, it's the steady flame of mastery, the confidence of a man who knows his body, understands its signals, and can guide it towards strength with intention. Remember this. Confidence is not something you lose with age. It is something you rebuild through awareness. And every day you spend reconnecting with your body is a day you reclaim power that was never truly gone, only waiting to be rediscovered. Men who commit to this daily practice don't just wake up physically stronger, they wake up emotionally lighter, mentally sharper, and spiritually more alive. Their mornings become victories, their days become statements. Their lives become richer because they are no longer living disconnected from the very system that sustains them. This is the heart of Keynote 2. When you become aware of your body, you reclaim command over your vitality. And when you reclaim command, your body starts showing up for you in ways that remind you who you've always been: a man of strength, purpose, confidence, and undeniable presence. A man's strength is not measured by the years he's lived, but by the fire he chooses to keep burning inside him. And the truth is this: your body is not done responding to you, your vitality is not gone, your mornings are not behind you, they are waiting patiently for you to reconnect, to reawaken, and to reclaim the power that has always been yours. When you understand your pelvic health, when you give attention to the muscles that hold your foundation, when you breathe deeply, move intentionally, and honor the energy that flows through you, your body rewards you, not with small changes, but with a transformation you can feel every single day. The strength you wake up with becomes a reminder that age is not a limit, it is an asset. It means wisdom, discipline, and the courage to take back what stress, tension, and neglect tried to steal. You are not in decline, you are in transition, and transitions are powerful when met with awareness. Every man over 60 deserves to rise in the morning feeling capable, confident, and fully alive, and you can when you choose to tune in instead of tuning out, when you choose connection over resignation. When you choose to support your body rather than wonder why it isn't supporting you. Your best mornings are not memories, they are possibilities, and they begin with a simple truth: you still have control. You still have strength. You still have the ability to rise with purpose, with certainty, and with the kind of power that makes you feel unmistakably alive. So step forward with intention. Treat your body with respect. Activate the spark within you, and wake up each day reminded of the man you are: resilient, aware, unstoppable, and still built for greatness.